Gone. Just on the way back to my house, and I take trails sometimes, but there's a porcupine here, so I don't like those things, but you little guy. Hey, Porky. What, you don't want to be my friend? Oh, I'm not even looking at him, am I? There he is. Just checking out some of the growth out here. You compare it to my yard. When I say that, I'm talking about the leaves that just appeared over, what, 2 days? So, but it's all quad trails here pretty much, and technically I'm on a quad trail, but you know, it's pretty nice. So, again, I like to take this trail at odd time, maybe every third or fourth time I come to my house. There's another main trail that I tend to take every maybe second time, sometimes every time, you could say, but so nice out here. But yeah, it's going to be kind of a boring weekend by the looks of it. It's meant to rain, so I'll probably be working on the Honda Odyssey and maybe a few other projects. We'll see. No clue how well this is going to show up here. Not at all by the looks of it. Where am I looking? Okay, you can kind of see the orange flag tape, but no, the camera's not picking it up. There's a weird pole in the middle of the bush with, looks like a guy wire going up into a tree, and I don't know what the hell that is. Might have to come check that out later on. Just about back. No, I'm not going to try to catch you falling in the pond. What are you talking about? Well, we're just on taking a trail back on the way from the vendor, you could say. So just decided to pull up the camera, get a little shot of the water here, and we drove around for a while here, seeing if we can see any damage from a recent forest fire that started, I guess it's Tuesday morning, but no, so well over 1,000 acres burnt, but at least it's nothing that I care about. But I mean, a lot of people, of course, had issues. So houses, some guy was burning debris in his yard and burnt all that, but not hunting land that I use, so I'm not too worried about it. You getting skeetered to death? Okay, ready to go?
Yep. Well, why'd you walk in this mud?
That way I could drag it into the living room when we get back.
Yeah, you would do that too.
Okay, mosquitoes, go away. I already got so many of them on me. Oh, thought my camera froze for a second, so just checking out some of the trails. This is pretty loose sand to try to drive the truck across.
Pretty firm up here.
Where?
Right here.
No, that's very loose. Someone got stuck right there. Yeah, this is pretty beach sand. Truck wouldn't go through this very easy. I don't know. Pretty bumpy going down there. That's a pretty good hill. Hard here.
Oh, this guy's tracks, he should be alright. Because this is pretty firm except for just a couple spots.
You mean where he got stuck right here?
No, not that guy. This guy. Because this is firm here in the middle. It's just where the ridges are that it's soft.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wreck up the place, why don't you?
Yeah, I'm checking for how soft this is.
That's pretty soft there, but it's
And this is just the first time actually watering this grass here, as you can see. Not get much coming up in the center here. A lot of that, like I'm hitting right there, that's old grass coming up that was already here. I do see a few spots where fresh stuff's coming up, so possibly right there. But this is actually the first time watering it, believe it or not. I had to change an outside tap that cracked, so not too big of a deal. And getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Literally, I got hundreds of them on my arm. So, should turn up the water pressure. I only run 30 psi because, you know, old water plumbing, so so it still works. I mean, it's not too bad, but I could crank it up a little bit just for doing this, or maybe I'm thinking of an inline pump and a tank or something. So hard to say, but I'm not going to videotape this any longer, and maybe I'll do an update in a few days. But it's a lot greener over there, that's for sure, and along the house. Wow. So, but we did plant grass seed last year here, so well, I'm just getting down this mini quad right to the the basics pretty much. So it's going to be like bike style, and just basic charging system. I removed every single piece of crap wiring, including the remote control. So this thing used to have remote control, but finally got spark. Do you want to hold the camera, Logan? I'm holding wires in the CDI unit here. So if you have spark now, my battery's almost dead, but basically I just had to go through all the wiring, and pretty much this is all it needs to run right there. There's the kill switch. These two here. This is for the charging system here, so rectifier regulator. But what we need to do now is I got to bring this inside and solder the wires into here, because they are literally falling apart, falling out of it. And that's the issue that they had, why it died on them. I'm sure of it. And of course, my ground wire, I need to fix this up because that's all been chopped apart. So we can bring all this inside and probably fire it up tomorrow. Okay, you can end that video. Yeah. Give her some more speed. Rev her up a bit. There you go. Brush cutter mode. Clearing out a little bit more room out in the back here. Go a little slower, she'll do it. A random sand hill in there, so kind of move some of it. Just making this more like a little camp area back here. I was actually going to keep that one. Whew, that just went flying right by my head. Definitely want to keep this guy right here. That little one right there. This one, maybe. Don't go too far that way. We want to leave some brush in between here. Oh, I'm going to set this off for now. That might look not too bad, but that's almost 2 feet deep that I did with the loader itself. And hauling sand out of here for the couple low spots. But, I mean, the loader bucket's right full right now. I wish this thing had power steering almost, but hey, you know, it works pretty good. So, and again, like all this compost, all this tree matter and stuff, it'll probably get buried after, because otherwise I'll have a pretty big hole there. But I was thinking of doing a pond anyway, but you know, it's pretty hidden there. So this tire here is not very happy right now, as you guys can see. But hey, it works. And it's just out the back here, so it's pretty good. But I mean, bringing this to the front, that's the long ride. So I just, you know, second gear, third gear. Yes, I'm shifting without a clutch, I know, but you guys can hear the transmission. It's already pretty whiny, so it's on its way out. So I'm not too worried about it. But just dumping it all up at the front. And just going it in up here and wherever else, but this is the low spot for now. So it's where I dug the trench for the camera cables, so some of it got moved over the time. Wahoo! It's about time. First rain in 2 weeks, man. We had some crazy forest fires out just this direction, but just moving mulch into the back. And goat shit and whatever else, and believe it or not, I just moved a huge pile, and look at that, there's leaves underneath it. So it's a hassle, but it's raining, and I'm a happy one when it comes to rain. Saves me having to water the grass by hand. Well, decided to go check out some stuff, but this is some kind of feeder by looking at it here. Or is it a rainwater collection, some weird thing? So, yeah, I knew it was something that looked funky in the bush. It looks like a little solar panel on the top of it. And I'm guessing there's going to be a game camera here somewhere. But, you know, if they would have just did it right over there, you wouldn't have seen it. So, yeah, but this is visible from the main trail. It's pretty neat looking. I have no clue what it is, but I don't know. Maybe I'll drive around it. We'll see. Yeah, I'll get the camera going. Oh, it's weird. What the hell is this thing? Look, whatever it is. I don't know, is this meant to just drop bait here for people to shoot deer? There's a name on it. I have no clue what it is, but there's nothing on the ground underneath it.
Weird.
Unless it's empty. Some kind of research thing, I would think. Do you like this trail markers going all the way through there? And I only seen this here because I seen the rope up in the tree because, you know, I'm looking for stuff, but you don't see any cameras here? That's weird. I'm wondering what it is.
It's got a hole in the bottom of it?
Yeah, whatever it is funnels all the way through, right down to the bottom.
Huh.
There is a brand on it. I took a picture, the video shows the brand. So I'll find out by the time I get back, but it's tied up in the trees, so. Look, there's another one over there, you can see it.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna fill, but it's right at the end there. You can see the yellow in the center, that's another one. Huh. I wonder if it's something to do with humidity, like how warm and how dry the forest is.
Maybe.
Makes you wonder. But they flagged it all out. There's flag tape everywhere for those. Oh, I'm actually going to put away this camera.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little wet. Oh, wow. And we thought we were going to get a little bit of water. I think we're getting spoiled. Oh my God. Yeah. This is friggin' awesome. Well, I think we're getting a little bit of water off these troughs there. Look at the tomato plants just getting guttered to death, hey? I think they got a little drowned.
That's okay. These ones definitely aren't. I swear there were 2 plants in there.
Yeah, well now it's soil for my driveway. Look, the soil is a little bit there, but here's all the soil.
You see my flag?
No, I don't. Yeah, they might fall in the way it's coming down. Oh yeah, I told you it's going to turn into a thunderstorm, and you said no way.
Yeah, right. I said come play in the rain.
Now, I swear, if the bedroom window is open and the wind is coming directly this way, I'm going to be a little upset at you. Okay?
No.
Why? Because you never closed it? Those might fall in. You okay?